Hi guys, I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Today I just wanted to chit chat about some Summer Wells stuff. So we're just going to give a few minutes and see if people start coming in. It's cold and snowy here today in Ontario. I actually have socks on my feet. It's the only time I wear socks is when I'm cold. Because I don't like socks. But when I'm cold, socks go on. It's the only thing that keeps me warm. We didn't do anything for Christmas. No money to do anything with really, and so we just instead of cooking our Christmas dinner, we had Chinese food. That was our Christmas dinner this year. Um, I didn't mind it. It's just because there was no mess to clean up afterwards or anything. But oh well, next year I will definitely cook a dinner and hopefully I have more money to buy something for my kids. My kids are adults, so I mean my babies are 18, so the only one I bought for this year was my grandbaby. But anyhow, all right, Summer Wells. So I've been watching a few streams and with the title Summer Wells in it, and it just seems that nobody really talks about it. It just talks about the drama of it. Um, so I don't know if I'm going to add more drama to this or what, but not meaning to. Not it's not intentional to add drama to her case. You're okay. I'm live. You're fine. Um, but I did watch a Facebook Live last night, and it was from Juanita San Francisco, the psychic. And I remember covering a couple of her videos when she was down in Tennessee back in July, August, I think it was, when she was down there. I can't remember quite the date. She was down there for, I think, roughly 4 weeks. And that's when Ali first came out and said something to the regards that psychics are not helping us and blah, 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 which is totally fine. I mean, not everybody believes in the psychic power, but I do. So in her video, I did go back to look at it. Let me just double check. But I did go back and I did try to see if it was still up on her page this morning, and it was not. But let me just double check again just to make sure. Oh, Miss Juanita, where are you? Why is that? There she is. San Francisco. All right, so this was the one. Yeah, so her Facebook says, psychic medium. So, I mean, we all know who she is. Lisa, I think we all know who she is. Yeah, she has taken down last night's live. Why didn't she keep it up there? Jeez, girl. All right, so I do have a couple clips. So I do have those. I did find it hard to hear last night because when I was recording a few of her clips, I had to take my headphones off and just have the actual volume. So it just seemed to me, for me, it was hard to hear. Um, but once I had my headphones in, I think it might be okay to hear. Um, so I will maybe show a couple clips, but I'll kind of give you the rundown from what I can gather from it. Um, so she talks about the witch, which is Candace, apparently, and the monster is referred to as Donald, and Summer is referred to as Princess, and the other lady, I think that's what she called her, um, is Allison. And apparently, so the big thing about this that I got from this whole video um, was that I guess Allie had called. So Hunter's mom, Allie, had called Juanita, talking to her about her son, how he's closed up, won't come out of his room, and blah 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 blah. Um, she talks about um, going that Juanita went to visit Hunter and Allie at their place, um, and that her and Hunter did have a conversation. The conversation, from what I can gather, was regarding um, the day of the 15th of June, the day that Summer disappeared. And from what I can understand of the live, because she talks, like she goes kind of off, she starts off center and then she kind of goes off somewhere else and then she comes back. So I kind of got lost in that. So I'm hoping that you guys can understand. And if you don't, please feel free to write a comment um, in chat or whatever. So anyhow, so the conversation with Hunter and Juanita, I guess Juanita had asked a certain question, and everything that Juanita said last night in her live was and has been reported to TBI. So please do not go off here and go calling TBI. It's already been reported. They already know about it. And apparently they've known about it for a while. So whether or not it's true or not, Juanita did say in part of her live that this was for what's that word? Entertainment purposes only. And she said with a wink, wink, so to speak. So anyhow, the conversation that I understood to be as Hunter was talking to Juanita regarding the day of June 15th, and he talks about being in the truck with Summer at the grocery store. I forget what it was called, Payless or Priceless or whatever it is, down the grocery store. And how it was hot in the truck. The windows were rolled up. And Summer fell asleep. She continues on to say that that Candace and Grandma Candy were in the grocery store for 90 minutes. Not no 5 minutes, but 90, an hour and a half. So they were in that hot truck, and she doesn't really come out and say it really. But she alludes to the heat stroke of Summer, and that's apparently how she had passed away. there was a mention of uh, I'm not sure if it was Candace she was referring to that had picked up H. Um, and they went to every. Let me just play the video if I can, because, like I said, it was very hard to follow last night for me. And unfortunately, I did not clip the whole live because I could only do 5-minute segments. So I did about 6 or 7 of them. Some of it was nothing, other stuff was what I had just said. I will let you listen, and maybe you can get more out of it than what I did. So let me just share my screen. So I don't know. I just I do believe in psychics. I do believe in the gifts that God has given them. And what am I doing here? I need to go. Sorry, guys. It's been a while and I gap what I'm doing. Some people call it old age, but I'm not really that old. I don't think I am. So we will start off with part 1. I labeled them part 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through. So, like I said, I had not gone through them all, but I'll let you listen, and I will try to listen to it at the same time. Okay, let me close that out. Let me pause.
About a Miss Princess that's missing. This child. It's not about anybody else. And for a Sunday school teacher, shame on you guys. She loved her. Loved her very dearly. Still does. For the crackpots at the prayer circle, wanting to talk, saying I went there for only one reason. It was on the news. One of their captions was asking me to go down to see what I picked. You know what the bottom caption was? The Sunday school teacher saying, please come to our prayer circle. The witch wanted to see me and give me a hug and look me in my eyes and say, I love you. Well, someone made a call to the sheriff's department to make sure it was okay. Because I didn't want to go without them knowing. Their response was, it's free world, it's public. So I went. Alright? That's how that went. And that's how I got the first flyer that's right here. The first flyer they went out, right there. Right there. Yeah. You want to talk about boots on the ground? I'm going to tell you all about my boots. You want to tear someone's family up again? Come see me. This man had 3 freaking heart attacks. Lost his family because of a group. Why?
I don't know who she's talking about in there, so unless you guys maybe might, I personally do not know who she's talking about right at this moment.
Because he wouldn't block me. Some people did, because they're scared of him. They took my email, tried to figure out where I was. I shut my group down, and I don't apologize for that, because I'm going to call this one Yolanda, and y'all know who Yolanda is, PH.
Haven't got a clue.
Black magic all the way.
Yeah, so I don't know who she was talking about in that one. Let me see what else we got here. This was number 2. Sorry, guys, I'm not looking at chat right now.
Asking for money. I tapped my money out. I tapped it out. And I'm talking about my car payment and everything. Why? Because I knew there was more to the story. And I'll do anything to stay. It's out in Old Gap. That there was a red truck parked up there. And if I would go check it out. And she went on, and I assumed it was her place. Obviously, I overlooked. So I did. I went down there. We did. A group of us. And all the papers there. I'm not even in the mood to pull out everything, but I thought I was going to pull out some stuff. So when we got there, oh dear Lord, it was ugly. I've never seen nothing like this before. Never. Never in my entire life did I see something like this. And I'm like, after the fact, when I realized, when I thanked her, well, that's going on property, although that wasn't my property. Oh dear Lord. I'm like, oh, I'm in so much trouble right now. But, you know, I had to put that on the back burner. When I went to that farm, I ain't never seen nothing like it. Nothing. We pulled right up in there. I hooked the gate back up. Nobody would have seen us. But one of our videos, we can hear somebody beeping. Must have been the lady that went by and let me know about this place. I ain't never seen so many doll heads in my life. Doll heads? They're coming
Oh yeah,
around. Their feet, their hands. They had doll parts all over it on this property. The wells we went into, the house I went into, we're lucky we didn't fall through the floors. Big old dump truck. There's an old one. See if anything was in it. Houses we went into. Oh, good Lord. I wanted to get in as fast as that one got out. Wanted to get out. But, like I said, a lot of you owe somebody an apology. I don't want one. There's two families out there, they should have them back. Why? The one that worked at Walmart, they dropped their hours down to nothing. The kid lost his job.
okay, that's on her end, not my end. I haven't edited these quite yet. I just
bully the little girl needed clothing. Okay? I do a lot of donations. I did one for merchandise for babies. Plumbing, let alone asking for money. I tapped my money out. I tapped it out. And I'm talking about my car payment and everything.
okay, we already see that. Hang on here. Sorry guys, sorry about that. Let me try that.
On this property. The wells we went into, the house I went into, we're lucky we didn't fall through the floors. One of them even climbed a big old pit.
Okay, I think we've done that one already. Sorry guys. So let's close her out. So from what I can understand, in the first couple of videos clips that we just watched, so she went onto one of these properties and found a bunch of doll heads and body parts all over, buried on this one property. Now, that'd be a little creepy. And then just start to talk about Hunter and Allie, and how Allie lost her job or hours because of the case, and Hunter lost his job because of the case. Like you said, if any questions, please put them in the chat. I'm not really looking at the chat right now while the video is playing because I can't see it. So let's go to the next video. So that was 2. So this is 3.
So, like I said, when I turned left, I finally was able to get Miss Princess' name out and released it. Then I felt like I was having a anxiety attack, I told them. I I says, whoever this is has bad anxiety and they should be on the strongest dose of Zoloft. Didn't know she was on Zoloft at the time either. It was announced. And I said, but when I got to the fork, this is all going to make sense in a minute. When I went to the fork someone kept talking about, and I didn't understand the fork. Didn't know what the fork was. Well, there's a road, I think it's called Simmons Road. I says, I felt like I was having a panic attack. But I didn't understand it, because at the fork, right across Beach Creek there, is the shed. You know, that famous shed. The famous shed.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys.
That was day one. That was on the 26th. So, I got going, telling them what I was picking up. And I was asked, well, if I befriend any of them, let them know what was said. I said, okay. I did try to reach out to that, what did I call him earlier? Monster and the witch. You know? I reached out to him. Said I'm a spiritual healer. And I would love to help you. No, thank you. Yeah, I did get a thank you. And after that, I was called Jezebel. Well, it is what it is. Everybody has their own beliefs, you know. But it's the first time that I've had parents reach out to me, say they don't believe in this stuff, but this is their only hope. 13, why? Because I was there 24/7. They weren't certain. Tell you all you want. I know another thing, too.
This is where it gets
Not one of them passed their lie detector test.
interesting.
Not one of them.
Okay, let me pause this for a second. So she's saying that out of Grandma, Candy, Candace, and Donald, she's saying that none of them had passed their lie detector test. But yet, Ali said that they did. So now I'm more confused. I mean, I don't believe everything someone tells me, but so I'm just throwing that out there. So there is that discrepancy for me, anyhow. Let's continue on. Play. What's going on? Oh, what? Is that her end? Come on, play.
Can't use it in court, though.
Can't use that in court, though, she says.
Had something going. The only thing they had going was this and this.
Smoking and drinking.
I was a kid at one time. Hey, somebody got to smoke. I'm going to, thanks, Get that? I asked him about it. He said to me, I have a girlfriend. You ever see that witch's teeth? Her feet are black. I was looking at him like, what? Found out. I went in person. I know somebody called me shake her hand. You know how I was able to shake her hand? My teacher was there. What is that? Yeah, Sunday school teacher. Nice lady. She stood next to me for a little while and talked before she went on her trip. Good family. Nice little kid she has. But I know she was disappointed. Not in me, in the witch. Why? Because she put it on TV. Asking me to be there. Because of what the witch said. So when I walked up to her, I asked her, hi, Candace. Put your name in there. Because I did. She took her eyes and wouldn't even look at me. I said to the witch, well, at least shake my hand. I don't want to. Kept her eyes towards the right. Drum, right. Now she shook my hand. She says, if you don't want to shake my hand, shake it for the princess. That's when I got the handshake.
Okay. Sorry, guys. It gets interesting. Just give me a minute here. You have to kind of go through it all. Let me just check chat. Hi, Skyzy. Oh, is it? I know. You got earplugs or headphones or something? Yeah, I noticed her shirt too. But hi. Okay, so let's continue on here. I think we're on number 4.
Oh, let's not forget about my legs. They got real bad. Yeah, I got fed up.
If you can, try to watch the chat on the side. I'll try to make it bigger.
And then at the end of one of the law enforcement came and see me a couple times in Greenville at the hotel. Make sure I was always good. Let him too. But then there was another law enforcement somewhere else I won't say. But they had somebody bring in some fix for me and stuff to show me what the right way to. You know? Oh, let's get back to the prayer circle. I know I can't forget this. You see, the witch didn't know who was with me. Okay? Let alone did I park right next to her. Not one, but her second red SUV. Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute, guys. Okay, that's the part I didn't understand. Maybe one of you guys heard it better than what I did. I got the volume up loud as it will go on my end, Sky Z. I find Juanita kind of speaks with her mouth closed, if that makes sense. But she was talking about the red SUV, but there's 2 of them? I don't understand why there would be 2. Let's just continue on. Maybe it'll clear me in again.
Because one, they took in a fatback. I won't go into detail about why they took it. So they had to have something. Probably from the GoFundMe. Probably got one real cheap. It was all nasty looking. It wasn't new at all. Seriously. I have pictures of that too.
Luminol.
Okay. We'll clean that up too. But Mike was able to befriend the witch.
Now she's talking about Mike Brooks.
I said, oh, no, I stood next to a reporter. Because these 2, I don't know what to call them, crazy ladies, want to jump into the circle with me. I said, well, if you're going to be there, I said, then I want one of you to give that one a big hug and give back to me when I get off. Right in front of the reporter. I'm picking up some stuff. They can pass on any energies now. I'll take it off. Take that. So I shook the mic. They're sitting over at the picnic table on the other side of the pavilion. I'm in the car. Waiting. Comes back. That's when she noticed I parked next to her. She was ready to go next to her. She told her, you didn't know you do now, because I know you can watch this. Well, he did tell her, the witch, that we've been searching our properties over at Beach Creek. And Blair Gap and Old Blair Gap. Abandoned buildings. You know which response was? Which one? Which one did you look at? I made that call right away. Let Lily know what she said. How would you say that? Which one? Reminds me of a case I did in Arizona. The Sarah Galloway case. So I was on it. I was right too. Still got to prove the mother did it. I was right where she was at. How it happened. Okay. called. She went to the command post. She said, where'd everybody search? Not where they searching now. That's where they found where they already searched. See where I'm going?
Okay, so the witch is
There's some
Candace.
out there on YouTube saying that her body was moving for her back. She went back to that Galloway case. That's how I work it out. I was taking this case one and there's a meaning for it. Yep. So, I received a message one morning. What am I going to name her? So I'm just going to name her the other lady. You know, the one that worked at Walmart.
Allison.
I'm really worried about my son. He's withdrawn. He's staying in his room. He's so upset. I feel like he's holding out. Would you please come talk to him? I have to pick up his phone. I don't need a message anymore. Can I help you? Was it me? I did. I went over there. We all sat down. The son here was over at the boys' club at church.
All right, hang on. Oh, crap. What the hell? Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so this was 4. So let's go to 5. Let me just check chat. I can't tell. Yeah. Okay, Sky. All right, let's go to 5. So she's just starting to talk about Hunter now.
Every other building, other homes, front and back. So, you want to talk? What's happening, bud? And you know who wanted to cry first, me or him? Not talking about that? Milk. And you know, I went south on me. They did this, they did that. It's all about this child. Not picking stuff up from people's past. About the child. I did ask him a couple questions. Probably asked me why I asked him a certain question, and I said, well, why didn't you ask him this? You know, I would ask him that. Why the witch and Miss Candy Cane there? Went shopping. Where is that? I got things that I cannot show you, stuff I can show you. Okay. Oh, this is what everybody wants. Well, anyways, he was telling me about the job. And mind you, I remember interviews that they did prior. Okay, even on the news, I had to listen to them just to make sure that everything was right. I remember him telling me how Miss Princess don't like to be cold, don't like cold water, nothing cold on her. Got that? Nothing cold on her. Okay? So I asked what the temperature of the water was there. He said, in the 70s. It was nice enough to get in. Okay. Yeah. How was he then? What was she then? Okay. So what are you doing? Watching TikTok. Okay. Noticed that she went under and I said about 20 seconds. He went running after her, make sure she was okay. Then what?
All right. So she's saying that Hunter told her that Summer went under for like 20 seconds and that he had run in after her to see if she was okay. But I also do remember when Hunter was in the interview room um, saying that it was more like 3 or 5 seconds that she went under. So there is that discrepancy. So far I've got like 2 discrepancies that I can get out of this video so far. Let's continue on.
The witch dressed her in that warm clothing. Walked so far they got carried the rest of the way. You remember when the witch was talking about how, candy cane was in the ER at Mahler's Hospital ER, whatever you want to call that place, and called over that way, see if he can come over. Remember when she mentioned it was too hot in the truck? Might at least one at the house, no problem. Have a problem with that. Yeah, would you leave your kid in the truck? Almost 90 minutes grocery shop. Answer that. Which? Why? Takes 10 minutes. Child. Truck. 10 minutes. Even if one of them opened the door for a couple minutes. It was 87 degrees outside. Can you imagine what it was like inside this truck? Truck where the windows were open. I'm not closed, I'm sorry. Rolled up all the way. My question was, why didn't you roll them down?
Hang on, we're getting there. I know, it just... So then the hot truck, windows rolled up. I guess we're into 6 now.
This paperwork. And the witch opened the door, put the milk on his lap. Said it was way too cold, so he put it between her and the princess. Why would you do that? You don't like to be cold. Then what? What I heard. It's never been out before. Like I said, for entertainment purposes only. Mind you, this is not my paperwork, so if you want to take snapshots, you better take them fast. There you go.
You couldn't even see them anyhow if you could.
The milk on his privates. There's another part here too. You can take a snapshot real fast if you can get it. Okay? He was asleep. Wacky, it says. Gave Candy Graham dirty look. You know what that was about? I'll explain what this little paperwork comes up. I'm really pissed off over this. It was said something's wrong with the princess. And a staring eye went in the rearview mirror. And turned around and gave him Mama a dirty look. You know, Ellie.
All right. So I think she just said that Hunter mentioned something's wrong with Princess, which is Summer, of course, and other Candace or Candy gave a dirty eye. I don't know if you guys heard that or if you heard something different. Please let me know. I know it's hard to hear. I do apologize for that. But let's try to continue on.
Broke it all down. Possible foul play. I kept saying no. You know what I'm thinking now? They were using my snail tie. Like the 7 monsters that he was working. He never worked that day. Like the text that he found, it's done. There was 13 of them. When he got to it, it said it was done. Oh my gosh. I'm going to show it. That came on there, and now he has that name too.
I can't see the name.
When I said I was a healer, he came out there too.
Okay, so from what I understand from this is she's saying that Hunter mentioned something's wrong with Summer while they're in the back seat. And she also said that Dawn was not at work that day.
This bear's still in my face. So anyways, my ball's lighting up too over here too. Everything's flying off the walls right now. Now I'm on something. So, I let it go. I made my calls. Oh boy, did I make some calls that day. Why would you threaten him? 15-year-old with a shotgun. Saying you know your family. Not once but twice. We went over and said it. Yeah, I made my calls. You know what else? I even asked Ellie the same thing. How come she's not charged for serving a minor? There you go, people. It's a he say, she say situation. You understand that? You're blaming the wrong people.
Okay. Chicken chat. Okay, no one's. What number were we on? Crap. I think we were on, so now we're on 7. We got one more after that, and that's all I have for Juanita.
Actually, I thought it was since the way beginning. It wasn't just area code 423 or 423 for Darcy County. Actually, it's my birthday too. But Mike always asks me, "What do you got for 23?" And I said, I said it's 423 that I'm looking for. I found it. I found my 423. It's 20, and then you got your 43 in here. You know what that is? Their house. Of all places, right in front of their house. We side roads. We see something. We see a well. We were on it. We were on it. When we seen a pink bathing suit, we were on it. Didn't know where we were at, but we were on it. We went down there, checked it out, took pictures, and when I said that wouldn't fit her. Did find another twisted teeth over on Old Gap Road if everybody wants to check that area out because they can have a chance to do that. I tried to, that's why I got the jitters. Jitters or whatever. They go jitters. Whatever you want to call them. Okay, here it is. Every day, faithfully, I kneel down and I pray. Garbage, everything. Now the garbage truck too, got pictures of too. All white bags. It must be something about the colors of the bags, who does what, who picks up what. And coming down. And now, over the gap. Yeah, I got all those pictures. Ellie says they want right, I say they want left. Well, I was done with it. I was done with that now. I don't want to go there no more. It's done. Done. I said, when we're done here, we're going to go back up the What for? What do we need to go back up for? The nice lady on the one property let us go up there, and she met us up there. You know, I did what I had to do, although that wouldn't. The monster thought I was on his property. Sorry, Charlie. It's her property. But anyways, I never went left. Never really paid mind because my focus was what am I going to pick up? Am I going to pick up what I picked up at the end of that driveway, or am I going to pick it up somewhere? Because that's what I'm looking for. Because that's how I work. Okay. Well, we were driving around that day on Beach Creek, and I turned real fast on a bent hill. They all shut up. Nobody was talking. They had parallel that thing. And all started growing. Oh, so it was a fork in the road. Didn't realize it before. Because I was always too busy trying to turn around. Why? Because I got chased by a red truck, pickup truck. Across the road from them. Chased me down, not once, but twice. Where? Once they took me, when I went left, they followed me. Same red, old, Chevy, pickup truck. Then, it was on video too. No pictures. I think Mike's showing that too. Where I was followed. So all the way to Lone Star. Till he turned. That Chevy pickup truck. So, anyways, I started driving up. I started getting that same feeling again. And oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I was freaking out. I had to turn. There's, go up the road to the left. There's flowers with planters. Nice, very nice. Nice little bench. Nice little new vehicle. Whoever that is. I think she was on TV. The other one.
Okay, last one, guys. Let's see if this makes any sense.
Look up the property where they lived. She pulled it up for me. I want to thank her for that Gilligan voice. I'll call her Mary Ann, Ginger, whatever you want to call her. Sweet lady. Just want to help me out. So I didn't know who lived in this good connection with the lights. Didn't know nothing. That was back in July. I don't even think anything was out about a light back then, was there? You know, somebody got pulled in.
She's talking about the Light family.
Then I was looking at this one group, and I made a comment, and this girl wanted to cut my head off and stuff it. Told a private message me. So yeah, I gave her my phone number. No, she was one of the ones that donated. I felt like I needed to explain to her. I said, before you talk to me, let me talk to you. By the time I got done with her, I didn't know who wanted to cry first. But she was just 82. I was just sucked on it. But when I was saying stuff, she couldn't say the name, but I still help us. What I can, no way I would have known. Yeah. Now think about it. When someone's doing a good job, it's the ones that want the job, and want the name, want the badge. Don't work that way. Kids, women, last year, made a comment to someone. What was your comment? It's the fastest way to get rid of a person. What do you do? I want to thank everybody that came out here, but the ones that want to go negative, you know where you can go, because karma's going to fight you right back. You got that? I didn't have to explain nothing. It's all about timing. And I wish Ellie the best of luck. I wish him all the best of luck. But people like you are weighing them down. Leave them the heck alone. Trying to do the damn job. Creators out there are making it.
All right, so she's just going off about creators and stuff like that. But let me just clear up these. Oh, just don't buy the whole injured at the water hole thing. No, I think her and was basically that Summer had passed away by heat stroke while we were at the shopping grocery store, because apparently her and Hunter were in the truck with the windows rolled up, um, and she went to sleep. Apparently, like I said, the live last night was very confusing to me because she kind of was all over the place for me anyhow. Um, I just don't know. And now people are talking, um, that Dawn and Candace are getting ready to run. I don't believe that as well. Um, People are saying that because Candace keeps changing her Facebook profile location, like where she lives, um, and that the dogs, apparently some or all, I'm not too sure, or I can't get this all verified, clarified yet, if it was all the dogs or just some of the dogs. Um, I know some of the dogs got some needles and treatments and stuff like that. I'm not sure if any of them were left at the SPCA or what. Maybe somebody in chat might know that. I know, and I agree with that, Sky, because we will. It's the facts aren't out there, so it leads everybody to speculate, and which is not always the best, but that's how we get hopefully to the truth. With when police will come forth with what they have or found or whatnot. Um, but I think, from what I understand, Juanita's saying that Summer passed away due to heat stroke, um, while Grandma Candy and Candace were grocery shopping. Hunter made mention something's wrong with Summer. He apparently gets the dirty eye look. Um, and there was some mention of a pig farm in the live chat. So is that where her body is at? Uh, like, I really got no more answers from her than we had prior, but I just thought I'd share it in case maybe somebody else might have had something to add to it. Um, to be like, so, and now you got um, heels on the ground going back down to Tennessee in the new year. But that's to do with, they say they're not searching for Summer Wells. They are trying to get answers. Well, if the police tell you answers, then they need to tell us answers. And I think they would let it known to the public before they would tell it privately to some YouTuber. Um, I don't know. So, but some are still missing. There was bones found on Christmas Day. Um, uh, on a, I think it was in an abandoned house for some strange reason, or maybe that was another case. I don't know. They kind of all run together sometimes when you're looking at different cases. Um, but nothing has come back and on that of who it could have been, the age, the sex, the race, whatever. Um, Only time will tell, um, when they release the information on that. So, but that's all I had for today. If anybody has anything else they want me to chit chat about, I'm more than willing to. This is an open topic. Um, I can drop a link if anybody wants to come into chat and talk and maybe have an opinion. I can put it in chat if you want to come up. If not, then that's fine too. Let me just see if I can get it. There. So if you want to click on the link, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. I mean, there's lots of other cases out there. Right now, we're kind of at a standstill for summer, I believe, owing to the fact that LE is keeping everything private, and as they should, really, until so they can nail this case down. I mean, they can't let too much information out to the public, as it would blow the case up. And I know we're all, it's been 6 months, this poor little girl. I get it. I just, her heat stroke was one of my theories, but not where heat stroke, I figured, and the reason I say this is because I've done it in the past with my own kids. When I lived in a house, not an apartment, but when I lived in a house, parked in my driveway, and I would leave if the kids were sleeping. I had twins, so if they were sleeping, I would leave them in the car and unload the groceries. But I never left the car door closed. We had a van, so I always left the sliding van door open. And then I would just go out and I would bring one in at a time in their car seat, and then just let them sleep in their car seat. And while I put the rest of the groceries away. But that's what I did. I mean, so that's where I figured maybe if Summer did pass away, that was one of my possibilities as heat stroke when everybody was putting groceries away. And so the discrepancies that I got out of this video where Hunter says 20 seconds underwater versus the 3 to 5 seconds in the interview room interview with Hunter, and then the Don saying that he was at work, and then her saying that he wasn't at work, and there was another one. I just thought of it, and I could. What was it? Crap. I hate that. All right. So if nobody has any other questions or comments, I guess we've been on here just under an hour. So please, if you come up with anything or anything, just leave a message in the comments below the video. And I guess I will talk to you guys soon. So until then, please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, excuse me.